Well, as we continue to edge closer to the historic 400th program, probably later this year, I'm joined in the studio, but who's counting? By Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. How are you, Coach?
I'm wonderful, Carl. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. How was your weekend?
It was good. I had a good weekend.
Did you work a little bit?
I did.
Study a little film?
Yeah, I watched some film, and then I got some stuff done around the house, and let me turn this on.
That would be sure. Let me ask you again. How are you, Coach?
I'm wonderful, Carl. How are you?
Everything is good. Have a good weekend.
I did. Watched some film. Got to do some evaluation there, and then I had some time at home and got to mow my yard, and I watered a little bit, and then my wife washed the cars so it would rain for everybody. So you're welcome.
Okay.
I'm working.
Okay.
We got yard watered and cars washed, and then it came a 2-day downpour, so that was good.
Did you get some good rain at your place?
We did. I thought we weren't going to get any for a while, and then it commenced and went all the way through the evening.
Boy, I tell you what, going to Abilene Saturday by the lake, it rained so hard a couple of times I had to stop and pull over.
I saw a picture that you took of some dark clouds. That was a ominous but pretty picture.
I was going to use that same word, ominous.
That's a pretty good word for me, isn't it?
Boy, you're using some fancy language this morning. I don't know if I can keep up with you.
That's right.
Well, welcome in. Of course, we did have the scrimmage on Friday, and Salado came to town. They're going to be a pretty good ball club, I can tell you right now. So, as you study the film, and what, first off, did you see that you liked from, let's go with just your first bunch?
I liked our offensive line. I thought we protected well for the most part. I thought they were physical. Running back needs to hit the holes, was trying to bend some plays back. But that'll work itself out. But I was really pleased with the offensive line. Thought we blocked well with the receivers on the perimeter for the most part, especially for this time of year. I thought we threw and catch the ball well. I thought Chance worked the pocket and ran the offense well. Defensively, like I said, I was talking to Coach Jones about it in the game or in the scrimmage. I mean, they're hitting us where we're sitting there going, they're fixing to hit us right here again. But that's the defense we put us in. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't as worried about the yardage and all that kind of stuff as I were watching our kids get physical. And I think we still have a little bit of room to grow there. I don't think we're as physical as we wanted to be. Some of that could be, and a lot of those kids was the first time they had played together, especially at that level. That it's going to take them a little time to get the speed of the game, getting on our linebackers, things like that, fitting as a safety, coming up hard, that kind of stuff. But I think that'll come. But I thought it was good for us to face a team like Salado, and I talked to them after the scrimmage and thanked them for their physicality, because that's what our kids need to see. You have to be physical in that style of offense. And sometimes, you're not used to that when you don't play those styles of offenses, and we haven't. Mm-hmm. So it gave our kids an opportunity to understand what we're trying to preach and teach them about being physical. So we put in some elements of our practice this week to work on that. We'll be going good on good in different situations for an extended period. And there's going to be a reward for victory, and there's going to be a consequence for defeat. So we're trying to instill that physicality in our kids and trying to implement ways in practice to do so.
We'll talk, of course, Thursday you have Godley at Godley. That's going to be kind of a different scrimmage, I think. But we'll talk more about that on Wednesday, more specifics. But what time is that scrimmage?
The JV and freshmen will go at the same time. Probably going to do a format more like, say, a 25-minute running offense for, say, the freshmen, at the same time a 25-minute running defense for the JV, and then we'd flip it over so coaches can cross over and then do 25-minute, say, a defensive period for the freshmen and a 25-minute offensive period for the JV. That'll be at 5 o'clock. It's a different format, but it's something that I talked to him this morning. He's going to send the details over later, but he may want to look at. They did it against China Spring, and he liked that. So I told him I'd look at it for sure. And then varsity, of course, we'll probably go a couple of series, then we'll probably have some sort of live half. That'll be at 6:30. So our freshmen and JV will go at 5 on either end of the field. Then our varsity will go at 6:30.
All right. You know, I'm kind of like you. Saw some good things out of Chance Jones, rolling out of the pocket, finding receivers. We would have scored that second touchdown had we not run out of plays.
Yeah, you know, that stopped us. We had a couple of turnovers that stopped us. And we had one, I thought, a call on the sideline that we converted that everyone was sort of like, what just happened? Our side and their side. And they said, oh, he didn't make the line to get the gain. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But that happens, you know, it's part of the game. But I thought offensively, I thought our tempo was getting quicker. I think they were settling into that, so that was better than when we had our own scrimmage. I look forward for that to grow in the next scrimmage, and then just continue to execute. I think, you know, as you said, I thought there was a couple of times, you know, we had a deep ball. I just happened to be real close to Chance. We had a deep ball that he was fixing to let go, and a guy got in his face. So he wasn't going to be able to get it off, but he worked a pocket, set his feet again, which is something that we've been working on, not just tucking and running, but get through the pressure, set your feet, keep your eyes downfield. And I thought he converted a good ball to Elias Huerta, you know, just keeping plays alive. I thought he had a good ball on the post to Jason Jackson earlier in the scrimmage. And all in all, I thought he ran the offense well, so that was a plus, you know. But got to fix the turnovers. That was huge. Got to fix those. Those are self-inflicted. You know, you got a 15, 20-yard run, then you put the ball on the ground. So I know Coach Clark will be working on that with the running backs, and it'll reinforce to all of our kids, you know, we got to protect the football. So we'll work on those things for sure.
All right, what JV freshmen, saw a lot of their scrimmage. They both looked pretty good, had some good drives.
I did. I thought the second time out, I thought the freshman defense played really well. They're flying around the football. They got a good defensive line. I think they struggle a little bit offensively because of some confusion up front with their offensive line. But that, I think, will get fixed. Those guys have been working with a skeleton crew, really, the junior high coaches and a couple of high school coaches, while we're doing JV with more of the varsity coaches. All that said, they're going to have some more time when school starts on Wednesday to work with Coach Denard. He'll be able to be out there more and be able to work with them. So I know that will help reinforce what was going on with the offensive line there. I thought the defense for the JV played extremely well. Started in the scrimmage. I don't think we gave a first down up with that group. And then I thought they did pretty good offensively. You know, Icall is going to be the quarterback to start with that group. He's still working on some mechanical things, but he's an athlete, and he'll go out there and operate. And the more he goes, the more comfortable he's going to get. And I look forward to some good things from them as well.
All right, can you kind of go through the practice schedule with school starting this week, scrimmage on Thursday?
Yeah, we'll go this afternoon. Of course, we went at 4:30. Tomorrow we'll go at 4:30. Again, we'll probably lighten it up on Wednesday and also for church. So we'll probably go around 3 o'clock, somewhere about 3 to 4, if I'm guessing. Only about an hour and 20 minutes with those guys so that they're, you know, getting a rebound with their body. You know, we're going to work hard every day, but if we don't give their body a chance to rest and make sure they're recovered properly, we're setting them up for opportunity for injury. So we really take that serious. So we'll probably back off a little bit on Wednesday, and then we'll head to Godly around 2 o'clock with our sub-varsity kids. I think it's about a 2-hour trip, and then maybe 2:20 on the bus. So we'll leave with about 2 o'clock with the freshmen and JV, and our varsity head out about 3.
All right, and I know you want to remind people about season tickets,
too. Yes, I do. Last chance to get season tickets will be this week, Thursday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30 at Warren Gym in Lisa Hasso's office. So please see Lisa. She does a fabulous job with the tickets, but the last chance to get those season tickets will be tomorrow through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. See you there.
Get those tickets August 27th, Land Passes, 7:30 kickoff. Now, while we're on the subject, I'm looking at our schedule. Every game at 7:30, I think, except Greenwood. Is that still at 7, the second game?
That's 7 o'clock. That was their prerogative.
Okay.
You know, I talked to those coaches, but usually when you're playing at their place, they have the right to tell you if it's at 7 or 7:30. So I've convinced most of them that 7:30 is the way to go, but he asked it. We play that one at 7 because all their other games were at 7. I said, well, abide by it. He did it for us the year before, so we'll do that one at 7 o'clock.
All right, that'll be on the 3rd of September, game number 2. All right, good stuff. Hey, we've got other sports. How about our tennis team off to a good start?
Yeah, they went 2-0 and then came back home on Saturday and played Killeen and Snyder and beat Killeen High 10-2, and then were putting a whooping on Snyder 7-6 when they got bombarded by the rain and had to shut that thing down. But congratulations, Coach Blasek and the tennis team for their early successes, continuing to pick up where they left off last year. They'll play at Weatherford tomorrow at 12 against Weatherford, and then at 4 o'clock against Argyle. That's at Weatherford High School. Tennis, and then volleyball, who's off to a good start. We'll play a strong San Angelo Central team Tuesday the 17th. Those games will be freshman JV at 5 o'clock, varsity at 6, and that will be at Brownwood.
All right, tomorrow at Warren Gym, go out and support our volleyballers off to a really good start. Good matchup with a 6A Central team tomorrow.
Sure is.
Be a good test for them. Hey, back to, I know we've got some other stuff later this week too. Back to football. I saw a couple of kids kind of hobbling around after the scrimmage, but nothing serious, I don't think.
There better not be anything serious because I haven't heard of it if there is, but little bumps and bruises are part of it. We have 2 younger kids that have been subjected to broken collarbones, one on our freshman team and one on our JV team, but they're working through that. But other than that, that's all I know about. We do have some dings here and there, but nothing that we should be concerned about.
Hey, I want to ask you, because after the scrimmage, you and Coach Hare got together and you addressed each other's teams. Can you kind of enlighten us on what you guys talked to opposite teams about?
Well, he praised us for what we're doing and the growth. He talked about me being from Brownwood and what I was trying to bring back home. And he referred to himself as well being a Salado boy and him having the opportunity to do the same thing there. So we're in the same boat, fighting the same battles. Talked about being uncommon, how difficult it was to play the sport. How you work through and you persevere, and that's where character comes from, and talked about life, and we both shared just our philosophy on why we're doing what we're doing. And if everybody could do it, they'd all be out here. So you're already special, but what are you going to do with the opportunities you have? And at some point you're going to hang those cleats up and you're going to have to go out in this world and be productive. And are we laying the foundation for you to do that? So that was really the gist of what we talked about, and wished each other luck and congratulated each other on a good clean scrimmage, and just talked about character and became preachers for a little bit.
Oh, he seems like a really class act. I got to meet him, and he's been coaching for a long time.
Yep.
He seems like a really good guy.
He is a good guy, and he's got that group going really well. I don't know how many years he's been at Salado, but that's his home, and he got to return home. I think he was at Lago Vista before that. Everywhere he's been successful, and he's implemented that offense, and he knows it inside and out, and they do a good job of it.
Kind of reminded me of the old Liberty Hill offense right
a
there.
whole lot like Liberty Hill, no doubt about it.
All right. Great stuff. Anything else sports-wise before we move on here in a minute?
No, like I said, after tennis and volleyball, tomorrow we have the football scrimmage come up on Thursday. We have volleyball in Glen Rose on Friday and Saturday, and of course cross-country will be at Jim Ned Saturday, and volleyball, again at Glen Rose, but tennis will be at Brownwood against Killeen and Graham, but we'll go over that on Wednesday.
All right, because we'll be back on Wednesday.
That's right.
We'll talk more about the Godly scrimmage and maybe get a report on them.
I should have the format and everything down by then.
All right, sounds wonderful. Ready for our Star and I were talking about the race yesterday. Seemed like there was a mess, a lot of accidents, and just, there we go.
Monday evening NASCAR report.
That's it, so give me a report.
Won by road course veteran A.J. Allmendinger.
Really?
Spell that for a piece of a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper and a T-shirt.
Allmendinger, O-L.
A-L-M-O-N-D, Almond, D-I-N-G-G-E-R, Allmendinger.
M-O-U-S-E, Mickey. Good job, Coach. How'd your guy finish?
I was hooked on phonics. He was doing great until they ran into that, whatever that curb was or whatever that destroyed everybody's car on the last lap. But he hunkered in there about third place all day long with not just a great car behind Stars folks, so Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott, but they all sort of stumbled after that curb incident. If you watch the race, but they had the curbing come up, and it demolished some cars. I mean, demolished them. It was not good.
At first, I thought the curb was demolished, but as Star straightened me up, The curb demolished the
Yes,
cars.
it did, and then they wind up taking that curb out and made a little straighter track.
Oh,
but
wow.
it wasn't good on several vehicles.
Oh, my. All right.
So I think I limped in around 18th or something like that. But it was a good day until the last overtime, last lap where we commenced following suit, and about 10 people hit that curb.
Oh,
it
my
was
goodness.
not good.
Yeah, I saw a piece of that. All right, there's your Monday NASCAR report right there.
That's right.
Man, what a show, Coach.
It was a good one.
What a show. What else is going on?
Oof, man, I don't know. Just getting
Back to
ready
school.
back to school on Wednesday. That'll be neat. I'm glad to get in that routine, getting those kids in a routine. I know they're probably not excited about school, but I got a fourth grader who's excited about the intermediate school. So
Yeah.
hopefully everybody has the same spirit she has and is ready to get back to school and rocking and rolling.
I was going to ask you about Layton. I bet she is excited about
She
getting
is.
back.
She's got her outfit picked already, got her shoes ready to go, and she's ready to be a fourth grader.
Why does it seem that girls at that age are more ready for school than the boys?
Because they're more, what they call mature, and most of them are smarter.
I guess so.
That's right.
What? Who said that?
Then girls always develop quicker and they're more mature as you're young. When you get older, they tend to not be as developed and they become less educated. Not really. That was a joke.
I think that's a joke. Joke right here.
Joke.
I have to admit, I think the girls stay more mature all the way through school, just from
They do.
knowing girls.
Mm-hmm.
But I know my granddaughter, man, she's all perked up, ready for
Ready to
school. She's
go.
about the same age as Layton, but my grandson,
Yeah, he's like, no, I'd rather stay outside and pick worms.
That's exactly
That's what
right.
boys do.
oh man. All right, well, Layton, I hope you have a great year at school.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. All right, Coach, great show today. Anything else?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Everett Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
I know Star, she was always ready for school.
I was.
She couldn't wait. I bet Randy was one of those too that probably just looked forward to school, right? Now Derek Stuckley, I'm not so sure.
I don't know how ready I was for school. I was always ready for sports, but I played them year-round, so I was always doing something. But, boy, I wasn't ready for that report card when it was time for that, I can guarantee you.
Did you get stuff for having a good report card?
Uh,
I remember I got like $2 or $3 if I had
No, I got
A's and
news for
B's.
you. If I didn't have a good report card, there was a repercussion that came from my father.
Oh, yeah?
Now, when I was older, I realized if you just turn your work in, you're going to make A's. So I started making straight A's. I know that's hard to imagine, but I made straight A's simply because I did my work, turned it in.
There you
became
go.
so much easier. Life became so less stressful.
Let that be a lesson right here. Get your work
Just
done.
do what you're asked to do, and you'll be fine.
You know what? That's exactly right.
Do not procrastinate. I learned that a long time ago.
Get it done. That'll give you some more time to play or
That's
whatever. There you go. Coach, thank you. We'll see you on Wednesday.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett here on the Coaches Show every Monday and Wednesday here on KOXE 1013 and video streamed at KOXE.com.